All right, so this is going to be a lot of fun. This is coming to us from USA Today. Now, full disclosure, I think USA Today is like Time and a lot of these other outlets that they're getting by on name recognition more than actual journalism. So grain of salt. But this article, Ayesha Curry admits a lack of male attention makes her wonder: is something wrong with me? This is written by Aaron Jensen. And the short answer is no, there's nothing wrong with you except for the fact that you're married to a pretty popular guy. So yeah, you're you're not worth the risk. Ayesha Curry had everyone buzzing after an appearance on Red Table Talk on Monday, which is apparently Jada Pinkett Smith's show. Another one of those nut bars. Curry, a cookbook author and TV host, is married to basketball player Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors. She opened up on the Facebook Watch series hosted by Jada Pinkett Smith, Willow Smith, and Adrienne Banfield Norris about her self-doubt. I do not know who one of those women is. I know who Jada Pinkett Smith is, and her daughter, but I know Willow because she's her daughter. I don't even know that third chick. After addressing the topic of women approaching her husband, Curry revealed what irks her. Something that really bothers me and honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, there are all these women like throwing themselves at him, but me, like the past 10 years, I don't have any of that, she said. I have zero. This sounds weird, but like male attention, and so then I begin to internalize it. And I'm like, is something wrong with me? Oh boy. Pinkett Smith admitted she dealt with that for years too when she was younger. I don't want it. Okay, that's a lie. that's clearly that's clearly a lie, Ayesha. Like you clearly want to like everybody. I don't want to say everybody because there are weirdos out there, but I mean most people like to be sexual, like to be desired, and like attention, and that's male and female. I don't want it, Curry added, but it'd be nice to know that, like, someone's looking. Okay, so you're not worth it. I'm going to be 100% honest with you, Ayesha. You're not worth it. Now, Steph Curry, I how do I put it? What's the risk reward on hitting on Steph Curry's baby mother? I mean, I don't see, like, honestly, I think Steph Curry, like, just from public persona, because I don't know the man in real life, but he comes across as a very chill person. And really just, it wouldn't be worth, like, making an enemy out of him to hit on you. It's just, nah. I mean, the chances, you go telling or something else like that. I mean, it's just, nah, it's really not worth the risk. And that's not even knowing the man. Just, hey, if I'm like, is that really the type of person you want to alienate? Like, I don't see Steph Curry like LL Cool J in Too Deep, where he had him on the pool table. Now I'm drunk with revenge. Like, I cannot. Well, actually, I'm kind of picturing it now, and it's hilarious. But I don't see Steph Curry being that type of individual. He just comes across as a really chill dude, and bro code dictates that, like, yo, that's his. You're his. So nah, I'm not even gonna bother. Like, why risk like alienating Seth because of you? You're just not worth it. You're beautiful, Pinkett Smith reminded her guest. Don't ever think for 1 minute that it ain't some men out there looking at you like I wish. And I'ma tell you who knows that more than anybody. Your husband. Okay, so yeah. Like, honestly, you're total fat material. I mean, it wouldn't be surprise me if, like you're in tons of spank banks, but it's just like with, Vanessa Bryant. That's Kobe Bryant's wife. Kobe Bryant's wife is fine as hell, but no one said here, I wouldn't be kicking it to her or anything else like that, primarily because I just like, that's disrespectful as hell to your husband. And whether or not, you're a Golden State fan, or you're a big LeBron fan that feels as if Steph Curry really came through and just like obliterated your dude's chances for all these different championships or anything else like that. Since he's been in the league, and before he was in the league, even when he was over in Davison, Steph Curry's always had this way about himself that he's just like he seems like one of the coolest motherfuckers on earth. Pardon my French, but that's the and when you come across, when you have that kind of persona, then people aren't going to want to cross that just naturally. Like, you have to be a scumbag to hit on to hit on you, Ayesha. I'm sorry. Like, a guy would have to be a complete scumbag to hit on you, because your husband just seems so chill. I mean, is why when females would get hit, would get hit on, and they have to sit there and say, "Oh, I have a man." There's a lot of guys that back off, because there is an instinctual, that's somebody else's already, and all that other stuff. And and here's another really good warning for a lot of the ladies out there. It's just like, once you have a man's kids, or kids just you have to have a man's kids. What am I talking? Like, just when you have kids, like, like your SMV, your sexual market value, it automatically drops. But having those kids within the confines of a relationship, like you're really, after that moment, you really just become a pincushion. And that's not to be disrespectful. It's not to be hurtful at all. But it's like, okay, we're looking at Ayesha Curry right here, right now, without question. Oh, if there's no Seth in the picture, let's see, can I do that? There we go. Oh, yes, without question, I would tear it down. I would destroy her. Oh, no, never mind. Her husband seems pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what it is. Like, like, if you are alone and we know you're not, like, honestly, on the street, she's a 10 without question. But you have a husband, and no one wants to piss off your husband. So, let's see. Let's get to the rest of this. Naturally, Twitter had opinions. Curry's remark. Oh, there it is. Okay, this thing's acting weird. Curry's remark surprised some. A holy woman like Ayesha won attention from the dogs, a tweet read. Ayesha is married to a great man that she has kids with, but is worried about not getting male attention. Person wrote, adding a confused emoji. Others agreed with her. I don't look for the attention of other men, but it's nice knowing that, like, damn, I still got it. But that's the thing. You really don't. Like, I mean, Ayesha Curry got money, and she's really naturally pretty. So, I mean, yeah, she'll be hot for forever, but one of the things that women tend to confuse is, the stick and the stay. Like, a lot of guys want to stick, but not a lot of guys want to stay. I mean, because, like, after you get it for a minute, once the tension in the sexual is gone, then you're left with another human being. And more often than not, you'll find yourself not even really liking that human being. I mean, endorphins are a very powerful thing that, that causes us that gives us the urge to breed and make us overlook a lot of character flaws. And once that's gone, then it's like, okay, I'm left with this person. Do I like this person? Is this person funny? Is this person down with me? I mean, what are we trying to accomplish together? I mean, one of the things that a lot in the heteronormative community, such as myself, look at is like, I mean, if you want to build a life with someone, that life is technically a child. By all technical means, when people say, oh, yeah, let's build a life together, the life that they're talking about is the child that they aim to produce together, at least when it comes to heteronormatives. As far as the other I guess, alternative lifestyles, I couldn't even imagine the point. And unfortunately for the ladies, you guys do have an expiration date on when you can give life. Whereas with us fellas, I mean, you can be 65 years old and not shooting blanks and still be able to create more versions of yourself. So, it's really interesting that, a woman in such a position is just like, yeah, I'd want that attention, but at the same time, you gotta understand that you're not getting that attention out of respect for your husband for the most part, because he's just that type of dude that he comes across, because I can't say who he is definitively, but he comes across as just like a really chill dude. And so, that's about, I think, are we done? Let me see. Having strangers compliment you, make you feel good every now and then. I'm in an insecure relationship, but others acknowledging me being pretty or smart makes me feel good. And honestly, like me as a person that likes to flirt and charm a lot, I consider myself a bit of a charming individual. I do like, I like that, like making that smile off a woman that I'm not even trying to have sex with is getting that smile from her is a really nice thing, and it can be cool, it can be complimentary. But unfortunately, we live in times like you also got to take into account the times that we live in with the Me Too stuff and everything else like that. You are nowhere near worth the risk, even really like complimenting or flirting with Ayesha. I'm sorry, it's just not worth it. People hating Ayesha Curry for admitting how she feels is expletive backwards to me. One read one post: we are all insecure in some area. She shouldn't be getting crucified for telling her truth. I don't think it's really a crucifixion. I don't think we'll like, I'm about to wrap this one up. I don't think it's really being crucified or anyone like taking it personal. It's just a matter of you've achieved, sweetheart. Let's go in on her, because she is let's get Steph out the picture there. Yeah, that right there, fantastic. I mean, you've achieved, darling. And there's not like, there's almost physically, there's no flaws. I mean, I don't know like the type of person you are. You might have stank feet, or like, you might have like a bunch of different other internal problems. But on the pure physical aspect of it, yeah, bad without a question. But you have a husband. Don't worry about there's nothing in these streets for you except for hard meat. And like, so appreciate that, you're blessed in a lot of areas and aspects, and all that attention that you want, get it from your husband. It's like any married woman. That's why I'll never be the cheating type, and I don't like cheating. I won't cheat with married women, is because like, yo, you have a husband, like what you need money from me for? Like, nah, I only got one thing for you. So I think the female populace may have a bit of a harder time accepting that. And so, I mean, I understand the desire to want to be desired, but at the same time, count your blessings. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this, hit me with a like. By all means, subscribe, all that internet stuff. Speak. I mean, do you think she's like out of line? Or like, I mean, do you think, is there a circumstance in which you could see yourself hitting on a married Ayesha Curry? Like, I can see me hitting on her without, without Seth attached to her, like easy, like without question. There's without question. Jada wasn't lying. But at the same time, yeah, you're married to what seems like a pretty chill dude. So, it is what it is. So by all means, let me know what you're thinking in the comments. And until the next one.